everyone, welcome to the Horror Realm. I'm Travis Bruce, and today we're doing another Women of Horror Spotlight. Today I have with us, listen, she's wearing a couple hats in a new movie that's streaming right now on Tubi that's called 9 Ways to Hell. She is acting in one of the segments, as well as she's also co-executive producing. I have with us today Lacey Ray. Lacey, welcome to the Horror Realm.
Hi, thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you on. Tell us a little bit about 9 Ways to Hell. I love that title.
9 Ways to Hell. Well, it is a feature film anthology, and it has each segment is based. It's based on Dante's 9 Circles to Hell, if you haven't already guessed. So we have each tier, and each segment is a different director-writer. So we got together, the writer-directors picked their sin out of a hat, and then they went and made their short, and then we put them together as a feature, and there we go.
Oh, that's so much fun. I love anthology series. I love it. Yeah. Now, how long did it take for all these short films to come together?
I would say we were in pre-production for a while, and then production was maybe on and off for about a year. Post-production is what took a long time. So post-production took a couple of years, and then we were on the film festival circuit, unfortunately, during the pandemic. So most of our festival run was all via Zoom, which was kind of sad.
That always sucks. Yeah, that always sucks. Now you're a actor, and you've acted in quite a few films. And you also wear the producer hat as well. Now, do you think by being an actor helps you also behind the camera?
Yes, I would say they both help each other beneficially, like mutually. Just because when you're an actor, you really don't know what's going on behind the camera, but there's a lot of stuff, and you kind of learn that not everything is about you as an actor,
Yeah.
Because I was also involved in the casting process, and so it's like, it's not about you, it's about who we have, it's about the puzzle pieces. So that kind of helped as an actor to see that kind of side of it.
Yeah, because I mean, like, I would say producers don't get the credit that they do, because and producers, I mean, they are like the middleman. They're the guy between the director and the actors. And they're the ones who put the little pieces together, everything from food to casting.
Speaking about little pieces, because this was an anthology film, in order to make it seem a little bit more cohesive than you go off and do yours, you go off and do yours. There was an element to that, but we also wanted it to have through lines. We wanted to have Easter eggs throughout the different pieces. So maybe Betrayal was over there filming something, but I was on set for Fraud being like, hey, let's add something here, and vice versa with my co-executive producer, Nick Dragon.
Awesome. Shout out to Nick.
Nick.
Now you have starred in a lot of horror movies. What got you into, you know what? I want to be a horror actor.
I always loved Halloween. Represent.
Love that dress.
So I've always loved Halloween, and then I started off singing, dancing, and then musical theater, and then it just kind of, I fell into it a little bit after college. I don't know. It just kind of, I got one, and then it just kind of spiraled, and I was like, this is really fun to just act like at 11 or, mean or sad or scared or whatever. So it's a lot of fun, and it's very cathartic.
Because I've heard that horror is the best way to break in. And like, if you're a new actor or actress and you want to break into the movie industry, indie horror is sometimes the best way to break in.
Yeah, because you could check out like Paranormal Activity, Blair Witch, like they're no budget, and then they exploded. Granted, those people are kind of, given the found footage nature of those films, they're kind of pigeonholed, but generally speaking, the low budgets allow a lot of non-name people to get in the door there.
I agree. Now, have you always been a horror fan?
Yes. As far
Well,
back as my first defining horror moment in terms of movies was Scream. I saw Scream, the first one, in theaters 9 times. And
wow.
I went to midnight screening where they were giving away stuff. Like, that changed my life. And I was like, this is amazing.
Scream definitely
Hmm.
changed the horror genre because I mean, for a while, the horror genre was kind of stuck. You know, it was the same old, which is
Yeah.
great. You know, but it gave you that kind of gave you that murder mystery aspect to horror that was missing
Well,
in that story and that character development.
yeah. The mystery, and on top of that, the meta and the poking fun at the tropes and stuff, it just hit like that was my high school experience. I was just like, yes, I understand this. I get it.
Now, are you still a Scream fan of the series?
Yeah. Yes, I actually want to do a ranking for it because I have a YouTube channel and I want to do like my ranking, but I'm all over the place, to be honest, with obviously the first one, and then I like 4, and then I like 6, and I'm all over the place with it though.
I am too. So like I have a love-hate relationship with the Scream films, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love the first 2. And then it kind of goes downhill.
Yeah.
But part six, I say it a lot of times. I saw that opening night in the theaters. Part 6 had the opportunity to be one of the best Scream movies, but it was that last quarter of the movie ruined it for me. And I've never ever had a movie that went so high and then just crashed.
My issue with that one, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Scream 6, is the core 4. There were no consequences to any. That guy should have died.
Yes.
That I was like, no, this is done. None of this matters anymore. Fine.
But it was like the first Scream movie that I already knew who the killer was in the first 10 minutes. But I was like, there's no way this is obviously the killer. I mean, this is going to be a spin on this. But it was just like, and then when I saw it, I was like, crap. Damn. Because I just love that Ghostface. I mean, that Ghostface had no rules. I mean, he was in New York. Just
he was pretty brutal.
And shit. So, I mean, he was fucking brutal. I mean, that was probably the most brutal Ghostface I've seen in Scream. Yeah. I love that movie until the end. Like, the end definitely, it was a perfect horror movie up until the end. It's definitely my top 30.
Yeah. Yeah, 1, 4, 6, I think is kind of mine. My issue with 2 is that they killed Randy, so I was just like, no, you can't.
Yeah.
I was upset about that one.
Now, if Scream one of those series, do you hope it's wrapping up after this next one, or can you see Scream 10?
Oh, I think they should wrap it up, but I mean, I also think that was Saw, even though Saw 10 was pretty good, but I think
also.
I kind of want new stuff. I want new stuff, you know? It's like, yeah, we have these horror icons. That's why I like Terrifier so much, because that's we're getting some new villains out there.
Yes. Now, why do you think mainstream Hollywood, why do you think they're beating the same old movies over and over again over the head when there's so many great new ideas in the indie scene that's being untouched?
Thing, isn't it? I mean, I'm not in the studio system, so it's like I can't speak to it for sure, but like my assumption is just the money, because it's like something recognizable, people know it. Oh, I associate good things with that, like I associate good things with Scream, so it's like, oh, okay, yay. But like the Crow remake, why?
I know.
No.
I haven't seen it, but I was hoping it was going to be good because I love the first one so much. I was hoping that it was going to be good, and then I've heard that it was awful.
And Skarsgård is really good.
He's excellent. I mean, he was a badass villain in John Wick 4. Like, he was amazing in John Wick 4.
Yeah, but no, I'm good on remakes and reboots and stuff like that. Yeah.
So you've been a co-executive producer. You've acted in horror movies. Have you thought about getting behind the camera and directing a movie in the future?
Directing. I've directed in college. Like we did part of my film studies BA was like editing and directing and also acting and stuff, but it's just not, it's not for me. I like it. I'm not, I have so much respect for cinematographers and directors who have a vision and can execute it. I know nothing about the tech. Yes, I could learn, but I'm more of an organizational sort of, let me schedule things, let me cast things, let me do that sort, and kind of then like directing.
Because it's a lot. The pressure, I mean, you're a director, you are the captain of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And whether it fails or succeeds, I mean, it's on you.
Yeah. Yeah. And producing, I mean, yes, it's on us, but it's, as long as I make sure everybody's doing what they want to do and they're happy and everybody's taken care of, we're good. I like the producing. I've script supervised before. Yeah, but it's also, I will say, it's also refreshing to be on set where I only have to act.
Okay. My cat is about to come in, so I'm just giving you a heads up when she jumps up. All right. So, Lacey, for anyone who hasn't seen Nine Ways to Hell, tell them why they should watch it.
Because I'm in it, obviously. Because because it's amazing. It has a little something for everybody. Yes, it's a horror film. We won like over a dozen awards at our Zoom film festivals. It got Best Gore. It got Best Supporting Actor. It got Best Feature at a couple films. So it's we have some accolades, and I was actually nominated against Pazuzu herself, Linda Blair.
Ooh.
She won, obviously, but I was nominated against her in the same category, which was
that's fucking awesome.
Mind-blowing.
Right. No.
Yeah.
Lacey, watch
Yes.
my show. I do this every once in a while.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you 3 random hard questions. These are your personal opinion. Okay?
I'm ready.
Ready? All right. The first one. What is one horror movie that everybody loves that you think is overrated?
I have so many of these. It's like I was ready for this question. I'm like, yes. I'm sorry. I apologize, but I think The Shining is not scary. It's boring. I've read the book. And I was very underwhelmed with The Shining, and I'm sorry.
You would get a lot of shit for that one, Lucy.
I know. I'm ready. I apologize. I'll be cute though. I'm cute, so it's okay.
Yes, get a pass. All right. The second one is, if you had to work with any filmmaker, could be indie, horror, whatever, who would it be?
There's a couple, but right now, because he's on a career resurgence or renaissance, let's go with Tim Burton.
Tim Burton. I mean, that's a good one.
Classic. Sleepy Hollow is Edwards. I mean, they're just, yes. So let's go with Tim Burton. Great
one. I love Tim Burton. Have you seen the new Beetlejuice yet, or?
Not yet. But I am going to. I'm going to the experience, the event in LA on Wednesday.
Nice. That's on my list. I'm going to see that probably next weekend, on my birthday weekend.
Ooh, happy birthday!
Thank you. Last question: who is your favorite final girl in a horror movie of all time, and why?
Okay. She's not a final girl because obviously Drew Barrymore, that role, Casey, not a final girl, obviously. But I kind of like Mia Goth in X.
Mia Goth's amazing.
In X.
Yes.
I just rewatched that one, and I'll go with her. Neve Campbell, obviously, but I'm trying to get away from Scream and just branch out. So I'll go with Mia Goth in X.
Bonus question: which final girl do you think that you relate to the most?
That I would what?
That you relate to the most.
Somebody with a little fire in them. So not a Laurie Strode, because she's kind of a little bit more timid in the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody with a little bit more oomph. Now I'm like scanning. Oh, the either Samara Weaving in Ready or Not, or the one in You're Next. I don't remember her name in You're Next.
I don't remember her name either, but those are good ones. Ready or Not, that's a underrated horror movie as well.
It's so much fun, and Abigail was great too.
See, I'm not a fan of. I wasn't a fan of Abigail.
I had fun with it.
But do you know why, though? Do you know why? I'm going to tell you why. Everybody I interviewed was telling me, "Oh my God, Abigail was the greatest movie ever, greatest movie ever."
Oh.
Movie ever. And I hate when people do that, because I go in expecting the greatest thing ever, and like,
your
expectations. That's why I'm la 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 la. When people say something about a movie that I want to see, I like to go in blind, no critics or anything.
Yeah.
I like to just go in blind, because every single time someone tells me this is the greatest thing ever, I'm like, it's okay, but it's yeah.
Yeah, so I enjoyed it, because I didn't really, I mean, I knew the premise, but I didn't try and watch too many trailers about it, so I enjoyed it. But I would go with Ready or Not or You're Next for Final Girl.
Good one. All right, Lacey, where can everyone find you?
I am on Instagram, YouTube, everywhere as Lacey Ray 17, the number 17. Everywhere on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everything like that. And also you can follow the 9 Ways to Hell Facebook official page, and you can get updates and see where you can watch the movie and see what sin. Okay, I have a question for you. What sin would you be in the sins? So we got betrayal, limbo, lust, gluttony, greed, wrath, heresy, violence, and fraud.
Probably lust.
Ooh, the sexy one.
Lust. I think it would be. I mean, listen, I've calmed down at 41 years old, but listen, I used to be a fucking horn dog, so I would definitely say lust.
Well, there you go. I would say that's our funniest segment in our film. So, yeah.
How can lust be funny?
You'll have to watch and see. You'll have to go to
listen.
watch it.
I'm definitely going to be watching it, and I'm going to also be doing a To Be Tuesday review on 9 Ways to Hell. So definitely look out for that, everyone. So,
that's so exciting. Thank you so much.
Yes. So that is definitely up on my it's definitely coming up in the next couple of weeks, so definitely check that out.
Well, I hope you enjoy it.
But listen, everybody, go and fucking watch it beforehand, so that you can compare notes with my review to say, oh, okay, he don't know what the hell he's talking about, or hey, we're on the same page.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, also too, listen, go down the description, and Lacey's YouTube channel is down there. Please, listen, I'm a YouTuber. Hit that like and subscribe button. Subscribing helps YouTubers. I don't think people realize that. Simply by hitting that subscribe button helps a YouTuber out a trillion million times more than anything else. So definitely do that.
And I also want to know what their final girls are and what their sin is. I want to know what your sin is out of those 9.
Put those in the comments as well. Yes. Because my final girl is, I mean, I think mine is the Laurie Strode. I mean, Halloween 1978 is my favorite horror movie of all times. And Laurie is such a hot, powerful, strong character, but she's also a timid, and she's weak, and she's passive too. And so, I mean, she has this great mixture. I mean,
and she definitely gets there.
Yes. Now, I don't like the new Laurie Strodes from the new movies, because they just have her as like batshit crazy, and I don't like my Laurie Strode batshit crazy, living in the middle of the woods with shotguns and shit.
Yeah, well, she can still kick ass though.
Yes, but she's not Laurie Strode. She seems so hard, and I don't know. I like my equal balance Laurie Strode.
Got it.
Lacey, listen, this has been a blast having you on. Listen, once again, everybody, get over to Tubi. Check out 9 Ways to Hell. Follow Lacey on on YouTube, as well as tell us who's your favorite final girl and what sin would you pick. All right, everyone. Well, thank you for coming to the Horror Rim. I'm Travis Bruce, and that's Lacey Ray. We'll see you next time. Take care.